Whelan.
Thanks to very extensive media coverage throughout the past week, most people in the country would at this stage be aware of what was a dastardly deed really in Dalkey earlier this week, a cruel and callous attempt to try and poison peregrine falcons that were nesting in a quarry in Dalkey. Unfortunately, however, it's not an isolated incident. There are records in recent months and recent times of similar attempts to kill and to poison and to shoot protected species such as the white-tailed eagle or red kites, owls, and we are blessed in this country to have such a range of wild birds and birds of prey. But unfortunately, I don't think we put the value on them and we don't prize them as much as we should. I'm calling on the leader here this morning to have a debate with Minister Jimmy Deanahan, who, to be fair to him, has shown great personal interest in his brief in relation to natural habitats and the preservation and support of the wildlife in this country. But we have to support organisations such as Birdwatch Ireland, who often are operating really on a wing and a prayer with limited resources, trying to do a great deal of work. And it's impossible for them to reach on the task that's before them unless we resource them and fund them better. And I'm calling here this morning that we should move towards supporting their call for the appointment of a wildlife liaison officer, so as the public at large and the various stakeholders in this sector, such as the Parks and Wildlife Service, such as the Gardaí, and us all can be made more aware of the value of our natural heritage, of our habitats and of our wild birds, particularly the birds of prey. Because it's horrendous to think that people would set out to deliberately poison and persecute and shoot and steal eggs from nests of species that are rare and protected. And in fact, I don't think we put, to finish up, if you look across the water in the UK, the energy, resources and effort that's put in there, particularly right across the country, to protect birds of prey and to develop as a resource in rural communities, as a tourist attraction. It's been well established that many sustainable and good jobs can be made available to rural communities in places as remote as the Isle of Mull in Scotland, where the birds of prey attract thousands and tens of thousands of tourists to the area every year and support the local economy and support local tourism. So I'm calling on the leader, with your permission, Cathaoirleach, that we should invite in Minister Jimmy Deanahan and to support the efforts of organisations, as I said, like Birdwatch Ireland, so as that we can stop this kind of carry-on and misconduct, because it's based on very often misinformation surrounding birds of prey, like as I have outlined. And unfortunately, the situation in Dalkey was not an isolated one, but there's incidents of this in Kerry, in Donegal, in Tipperary, in Clare, and we have to make sure that we value our natural heritage and our natural environment. Thank you.
Senator Mullins.